automated, but that's what happens when you read your own writing.
Yeah, right.
It's just really hard to put the proper, inflection on some of the words and the definition because you know what you meant when you wrote it.
Yeah.
But it was done extremely well, and that's an audiobook portion of the MetFlex diet. Burn better fuel, burn more fat. When he comes here, we always have a great time.
Not only when he comes here every single time to talk to us, he also makes an open invitation for citizens. Our citizens are Sway in the Morning to join the movement. And I think for me, that is one of the most important things. Dr. Ian Smith, not only is he walking in his purpose and he's found his purpose in life, he has allowed his purpose to be a blessing for others. Look, he's here live. I know a lot of our road warriors out there struggle sometimes trying to find the right foods, struggle sometimes trying to get that cardio in. This is the problem solver right here. 888-742-3345. Welcome him finally live in the studio. No more Zooms, no more phone calls. The one and only our friend, our brother, Dr. Ian Smith.
Yes. And listen, you don't have to be a road warrior because the MetFlex diet works for any age group.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of college students, first-year students, that freshman, weight that you tend to gain, and and then when you even get out of college, or even if you're not in college.
But I think what happens, Sway, I think even for folks who have these office jobs, the quote-unquote 9 to 5, I think they feel stuck because they don't have a lot of movement, which is what we heard a lot of our road warriors say.
Yes.
Hey, Sway, I'm in a truck all day. I'm driving. I'm on the road. I got to get that money. When I pull over, I go to these truck stops and these rest stops. How do I make better choices? How do I exercise? And so this is an open invitation for people sitting every single day we sit for 4 hours.
We sit for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And we eat.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. Welcome, Dr. Ian Smith, back to the show, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, good to be back with fams. You know that, in person. I just want to start right off the top by piggybacking what Heather B said. Listen, I'm here to help people. You know my socials.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. My Instagram is at Dr. Ian Smith. Spell the doctor out, I-A-N Smith. I answer my own DMs. I don't have a team.
Yep.
As I showed up today by myself.
By yourself. Early.
And on Facebook, by the way, we have a group that's doing the MetFlex diet. I do 2 free Zoom sessions a week to give you guys instruction how to do the plan. So the Facebook group is called MetFlex Diet. Join it on Facebook. But let me tell you something, man. This program, I've written a lot.
Yes.
You know that. This program is different.
What do you mean?
Well, because people kept hitting me up on Instagram and they're like, Dr. Ian, I'm eating better. I'm moving better. The number's not moving on the scale. And so I'm like, what's going on? Like, you can't be eating well and exercising and nothing happening. And then I looked up and found this term called metabolic flexibility.
Metabolic flexibility.
What's that?
Never heard of it, right? Basically, the body likes to burn 2 major fuels, carbs and fats.
Mm-hmm.
They're macronutrients. You need them in large supplies. But sometimes the body gets stuck. It can only burn carbs and not fats. It can burn fats well and not carbs. So it's not that people are doing the wrong thing. It's that their metabolism is stuck. So how do you unstick the metabolism?
Okay.
So if you're eating heavy carbs, you can burn it. Pasta and pizza. If you're eating steak and chicken and fish, can you burn it? And so this program is a 6-week program that unsticks the metabolism, gives you metabolic flexibility, and allows you to lose weight.
Metabolic flexibility.
Okay, so I'm looking at some things, and I could already point out what Sway issue is. Sway's trying to be able to take his shirt off, Dr. Ian, by July for his birthday. And I see that
July
in
what?
6 weeks.
3rd.
I'm 15, okay.
My man, I don't know.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And I see some steps we'll be able to do, Sway, after 6 weeks. And I get with a couple of them. It says eat the first meal of the day 3 hours after waking. And so I think that's a little tough for us. We wake up early, but I'll go back to that in a minute. Complete a fasted cardio workout within the first 2 hours of waking. That's doable because you get up in the morning and get it done early like you taught me how to do. But get at least 7 hours of sleep at night. Dr. Ian Smith, I think that is the bingo button for a lot of people. That's
I know this for you because we talked about that. Because you burning the candle at both ends. We talk about that, Here's my thing. My thing is that, I want to write a program that the average person can do. Not going to drop a whole week's paycheck on food, but also be able to make sure it's fun. Like, sometimes you're going to have pizza and pasta.
Yeah.
You're going to have steak sometimes and some shrimp. If you can't expect people to follow a plan, they don't enjoy the food, right? There's alcohol too, by the way. I've never written a plan and said, drink alcohol.
Yeah, he got some choices in here.
Yeah. So the idea is that if people sleep better, most people need between 6 to 8 hours, sometimes a little more depending on each person.
I cannot sleep straight through, bro. Like
You're waking up, or
I wake up, man. Like I wake up, and it's
and
a
he
problem.
goes to bed late. I'm telling everything.
Wait, hold up, Paul. I've been going to bed. But Mike Muse, don't just not.
No,
I don't.
I'm just saying.
Sway, 10:30, 11 o'clock is too late.
and when you
Okay,
get-
I do go to bed around 10:30,
when you
and that's
get up?
early to me. I wake up all times of
We
the
have
night,
to be
man.
to
That's
work
why-
by 8 a.m.
Yeah, but,
10:30 is too late.
it's too late.
Yeah, but
You got to
it's
get
not-
up and get moving and stuff like that.
How do I sleep 6 to 7 hours straight? I don't know how.
You know
I
what?
haven't been.
I bet two things. I bet your sleep environment is not great,
Okay.
and also you need to get off of electronics at least an hour and a half before going to sleep. No phone, no TV, no nothing. This is what people don't realize. When you use digital devices
Yeah.
before you go to sleep, even though you're closing your eyes, your brain is still hyperstimulated. I have to tell my kids this. We have a rule in my house. Turn off electronics at a certain time because you can't get peaceful sleep. And then when you finally fall asleep, it takes an hour, 2 hours. You think you're sleeping, but it's not good sleep. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
It's not good sleep.
Yeah.
And so that's number one. Number two is that I think that people's temperature in their rooms are not right. Your room temperature
I
has
keep it
to-
around 70, 71.
It's not bad. Like I'm a hot guy, which is not the greatest.
Yeah.
I'm like an old person.
Okay.
I like heat.
Well, I never even heard that the temperature in the room should be like, what's a good
yeah.
temperature?
It should be on the cooler side, actually, to be honest with you. So probably like, high 60s, maybe the highest is 71.
Wait a minute. So in order to get better sleep, you have to have your room temperature at.
Yes.
That's one of the factors he's saying.
Yeah.
Room temperature can play a factor.
No
Have
doubt.
you ever waken up in the middle and like you feel sweaty or uncomfortable? Like I have excellent sleep habits. That I get my 8 hours in.
Whatever.
I do.
Pat
No,
yourself on the back.
Yeah.
I do, but
need
it's to
more
what
proof.
doctor. I go to bed. I tell you, I don't answer the phone. But I called you last night, but I had to change my room environment, which I tell these guys. I think your sheets, your bedding, your
Yes.
room needs to be a safe haven.
Yes, very relaxed. It needs to be streamlined, not a lot of clutter in it. Lavender is very good for sleeping, by the way. So you wash your clothes with some lavender. Or you're like when you use like the static free stuff in your dryer, use the sheets that have lavender in it because lavender helps.
They're in my
Helps-
pillows.
So that like aromatherapy?
Almost
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And they have studies that show that lavender is very good at sleep induction and keeping you in a really good state. Also, you may try some melatonin.
Okay, melatonin.
Right, natural melatonin. Yeah.
And then 7 to 8 hours sleep.
It depends. Like me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a 6 guy. I've always been that since med school because we were up early. So my body is trained. It doesn't matter where I am in the world. If I go past 6 hours, sometimes I'm sleepier. That's just me.
We working on Sway right now. He's your patient.
Yeah.
So what time should he get off his phone? Like,
man.
like for real,
It's
Sway.
not the phone. It's not my issue.
All right.
'Cause
Could
I don't
you
like to
listen
talk
one
on the
step
phone.
at a time. You don't
Okay.
have to talk.
All right.
But the
You don't want me to say nothing?
No.
Okay.
Well, what device are you using?
The iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
But I do turn the light down.
No. No.
How does it help?
No, it's not just the light. It's not just the light. It's the stimulation. It's the scrolling through IG before you go to sleep. All that stuff. You gotta. I'm telling you.
Well, I got to make sure that Drew and them posted these videos all the time, so I have to go
You
see.
shouldn't be worrying about
You
that. Deal with it in the morning.
He said, "Do it in the morning."
Fire him
But
in the
no, real-
morning.
But real talk. Real talk. Better sleep was one of the things. The other thing is cycling in and out of keto. Right?
Okay.
Ketosis. This is really kid. This is why I really wrote this book because I didn't know about this. You get great benefits for your metabolism when you go into keto for short periods of time and then come out. Most people stay in keto too long. So in the book, we do 2 days of carb loading, lots of carbs. Then we do 5 days of keto, then we get out of it. 2 days of carb loading, 5 days of keto. And the reason why you do that is because your body's seeing carbs, your body's seeing fats, and the only way that your body can learn how to burn both is to see it. People say, I don't eat carbs. What are you talking about? You don't eat carbs. Carbs is a macronutrient, which means that your body needs it in large supply, macro supply. There are 3 macronutrients. You can't live without carbs. So all that internet nonsense that says don't eat carbs, now you want to eat good carbs. You don't want to eat Danishes every day, but You got to have carbs.
How bad has the internet doctors or nonsense, as you put it, been for our overall health in this country, would you say?
Well, I don't want to impugn the internet because there are some good things on the internet.
Social media doctors.
You gotta understand your source.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And all these trends like lemonade and pepper diet and stuff like that. And I sit back and I'm like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. People telling me that, if they eat this or take that, apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
It has this miraculous. It doesn't. This stuff, you gotta trust your source, man. So many people are doing bad things because they're listening. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, where are you getting this stuff from? I was on with a TV anchor who weighed 10 pounds. He's like, I got to gain some weight. I don't eat carbs. I'm like, where you get that from? Well, I thought carbs were bad. So we just got to kind of dispel some of this nonsense out there.
Okay. Well, let's do that. We're going to come back and dispel some of the nonsense. And then Mike Muse has a question he wants to ask, too. Yeah. He was just eating snails on the Riviera. So he wants to know.
Okay.
All right. So if you got any questions for Dr. Dr. Ian Smith, 888-742-3345. We got Dr. Ian K. Smith here, the Met Flex Diet, burn better fuel, burn more fat. We've been talking about our own personal situations.
Yeah.
Mike Muse, you want to jump in real quick?
Yeah, Dr. Ian, I'm loving this conversation, but if we can take it back to the sleeping thing, because I think the sleeping is so important for individuals who are looking, one, to lose weight and better the health improvement, but even if you're not, like sleep, especially as we've gotten older, life has gotten more stressful and more complicated, especially coming out of the COVID era, peak COVID era, COVID is still here.
Yeah.
How do you think liquids play into conversation before you go to sleep? I've heard many different narratives and theories and strategies on, I should cut off my liquid intake X amount of hours prior to falling asleep because it interrupts me. I've heard other stories about or theories that, the reason why you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night is because you're not sleeping well. And so the moment you wake up, the body sends a signal that you have to use the restroom. So I'm just curious, what are your thoughts on this, and what is the best strategy when it comes to liquid intake prior to bed?
Well, there are three things. First of all, most people, if you have a healthy bladder and a genital urinary system, we call it, most people can sleep through the night without having to go to the bathroom. As you get older, particularly for men, if your prostate becomes enlarged, then you start having issues, okay? And so older guys will get up and go to the bathroom a lot. That's typically age and prostate. But typically it's not liquids, it's the type of liquids, right? You got to stay away from caffeinated drinks, period. Caffeinated drinks and high sugar drinks are not good to eat or drink before you go to bed. You really want to be things like water. I drink lemon water. I take water in my refrigerator, I squeeze 2 fresh lemons in my pitcher, and that's it. But people are drinking hyper-stimulatory drinks before going to bed, and that's a problem. So most people should be able to sleep through the night, even with drinking, but it's what you're drinking that makes a difference.
Dr. Ian Smith is here. The book is available, The Met Flex Diet, Burn Better Fuel, Burn More Fat. Every time he comes up here, people walk away better than they were before he came with so much information. He gives it to you for free. All right, so here we go. We got Donald in Phoenix. Welcome to the show, Rise and Shine, D. Go ahead. What's your question?
Hey, how you doing? First and foremost, flowers to the whole Swing in the Morning staff. Y'all legends. Y'all
Thank
know that
you.
thing.
Thank you, sir.
Listen, I am on this Ozempic shot, semaglutide. I need to know what you think about that, Dr. Ian. First, I just want to tell you, I tried a lot of stuff. I started off at 4. I'm 6'2". When I started off, I was 400 pounds. Now I'm 350 pounds. And this thing I'm trying now, I don't have no cravings for food at all. Sometimes I forget to eat. I don't eat till.
Are you a diabetic? Wait, hold on. Are you a diabetic?
Yeah, I am. Pre-diabetic.
Pre-diabetic. Your doctor prescribed this to you?
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it real fast.
Okay.
Ozempic is a GLP-1 agonist, which is a fancy term to say that it helps particularly people with diabetes. It works in 2 ways. People with type 2 diabetes take Ozempic. It works to help suppress your appetite so you're not hungry, but it also makes you feel full longer. So it slows down the movement of food through your system so you feel full longer. That's why it works. That's why it's helping people lose weight, is because they don't want to eat. And when they do eat, it lasts a long time. That's good, by the way. Here's the problem. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea are just 3 of the many side effects from taking Ozempic. And the other part of it is once you stop taking it, guess what happens? It all comes back.
It all comes back.
So listen, I'm not going to backseat medical doctor somebody if your doctor's prescribing it, he's doing it for a reason. But I would also say you also need to change how you are eating and how you are moving, because you cannot take Ozempic for the rest of your life, or you don't want to take it for the rest of your life.
Ozempic.
Ozempic.
Okay.
And there's a whole class of diabetic medications that people are now using for weight loss, even though it's really a diabetic medication.
I asked Dr. Ian Smith about this because I have a friend who took it for weight loss, not a diabetic, and he explained to me what happens. A lot of women are taking it.
Okay.
Dr. Ian, I have a relative who unfortunately is dealing with dementia, and so even though there's really nothing that can be done about that, the physical health is still important, because they can just sit around literally and wither away. Could you maybe speak to how important it is to try to get people who may not be there mentally, but to make sure that their physical health is still intact, because that's also just as important?
Listen, we got to keep moving.
Yeah.
And when people suffer from dementia, different stages of dementia there are, you still have to keep them physically active. You just can't say sit down in a chair, and watch TV
Get
all
atrophy
day.
in your muscles.
100%. Atrophy meaning that your muscles start kind of thinning out because you're not using it. In order to keep your musculature, which is very important as we age, we don't talk enough about muscles, by the way. And I'm not saying you got to have big, bulky muscles, but you need to have good muscle mass. In order to keep it, you... She on you today, man. Heather B is like, yo,
she's on me, man, because it's real, though. That's why I haven't really rebutted her.
Okay.
I haven't said nothing.
You have it.
Yeah, I have it.
All respect.
Right?
All respect. But yeah, I just want to say that people have to increase their muscle mass by doing some resistance training. It could be weights, it could be bands, but even the women, you got to do something, because as you age and you have less muscle, then it starts affecting your stability, and you can't walk as well. You start hitting curbs and falling. I mean, our muscles, the musculoskeletal system is extremely important.
Hey, we got JD on the line from Cleveland. Welcome to the show, JD.
What up, JD?
Hey, what's up? I'm back. I miss y'all. I've been listening to y'all. I just been kind of busy.
Understood.
Y'all are the best and everything.
Thank you, sir.
Doc, I've been taking my probiotics that you recommended. I took them all during the pandemic, and it was the best thing. I never caught COVID. I did none of that. I've been taking like the immunity, and I take they got this other one for like men over 50, and I'm maintaining my weight. But right now it's Ramadan and I'm fasting. I just want to know any other supplements I could take to keep my health right. And I don't gain a lot of weight because I don't eat red meat, and I still I'm more of closer to being more vegetarian. But can you recommend anything I could do to keep everything right and stay consistent with that?
Yes, 100%. If you go on my Instagram page at Dr. Ian Smith, spell the doctor out, IAN Smith, you will see omega-3s. Omega-3 supplements are ridiculous. They are so important. You get them naturally through fish oils like salmon or something like that. But we don't consume enough omega-3s. They're very great for our brain functioning. So go to my Instagram page, look at it. I talk about there's many brands. I talk about one called Nature Sage, which is all plant-based. So there's no animal products. And so just check it out. Nature Sage, Omega-3, once again on my Instagram page. And also join my Facebook group. It's the name of my diet book, MetFlex Diet. And you can talk to me there too.
Matter of fact, thank you. Hey, JD, you're a citizen, man. Good to hear your
Sway in the
voice.
morning.
All the citizens tuned in right now. We're not going to be able to get to every call, but join the Facebook group. Give them how they could join, Doc.
Yeah, Facebook group, name of the book, MetFlex Diet. Join it now. We got 10,000 people doing this together.
Damn.
Also...
It's a lot.
You said it so hard.
You threw me off with that number right there.
You want to do the challenge, Sway, me and you?
I don't want to do anything with you when it comes to this.
You always, Dr.
You
Ian,
straight out.
No, I'm
good.
play with it.
he just bet me on a bunch of millionaires in a basketball game. You don't want to bet on yourself $1.
Oh, wow. What a way to position that.
You
don't
don't
wanna
bet on the
bet
Golden
on
State
yourself.
Warriors.
Wait. So what are you proposing?
A challenge. Let's go, me and you. You bet on the Warriors this morning.
Well, what kind of challenge?
Yeah.
It says lose up to 20 pounds in 6 weeks.
Damn.
In 6 weeks.
You try to lose. Look what I would look like if I lost 20 pounds
You
in
would
6
look
weeks.
amazing.
Oh, well, first of all, wait. Hold on. Let me referee this for a second. First of all, you don't have 20 pounds to lose. Okay, that wouldn't be the challenge. And most people in my Facebook group are losing 14, 16 pounds up to 20. But how about this? I'll give you a better thing. How about let's do percentage?
Okay.
That's different. That's fair.
Okay.
So people who are larger have more weight to lose, but it's the percentage that you lose. So let's do it that way.
The percentage.
So you weigh in, and then we'll see after 6 weeks who drops the most in percentage.
You really want to do this?
Let's go. You scared?
Let's put some stakes on it.
I am.
Why?
Steaks? I'm just saying.
He had
that.
an
I'm not
elk
really
burger
scared.
the
I'm
other
not
day.
scared.
Let's put some stakes on it. I want to get in this. I want to get in this.
Come on, what steaks? Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna add to it.
Okay,
I'm gonna add
what
to
kind
the
of steaks?
I don't know.
T-bone.
We normally
You going steak? You should go ribeye.
Really? That's better?
So
Okay.
we normally do a $1 bet.
Nah,
$1?
This got to be better than
Yeah,
that.
it's
This got to be an experience.
Yes.
Okay, if I come out
With more percentage.
lost,
Yeah.
you got to treat the team to a night of bowling.
Okay.
I have to treat the team to a night of
That's
bowling.
the way. That's the stakes he's putting up.
Nobody wanted to go bowling with you, Sway. This is a trick to get everybody to go bowling with him, Dr. Smith. It is.
I'll
All right,
go bowling
but-
with you because I'm a bowler.
Thank you. Let's do it.
I'll
I'm
bowl
trying
my
to join
butt
the
off.
league.
I'm
You in the
telling
league?
you, man. No, as a kid, my first 200 game, I was 8.
You lying?
Wow.
I
Okay.
swear to Damian Cherry, let this cat know. I'm from Connecticut. That's my cousin. He
Wow, I
knows.
love it.
You bowled a 200
What?
at 8.
I was ridiculous.
So I got to treat the team to bowling, and you have to treat the team to everybody to a pair of New Balance.
I just did
I like that one.
I didn't get none.
They're in the office.
I didn't get none.
Where?
They're in the office. It's 2 boxes of New Balances that you all got. That's in the office.
I didn't
I'm not
see
sure
those.
Mike
I
gave
don't
us.
open a-
We sent the whole.
No, I gave my size.
Oh, we sent this. Okay.
Yeah, do something different
A
than
pair
the
of
New
Jordans.
No. The fuck out of here.
I say yes.
You already cursed at me.
That was the closest I've ever seen him to be like,
Well,
fuck you.
Yeah. Well, I'm a size 11.
That was a
for doing
rebuttal.
that.
Yeah.
That was a rebuttal.
He almost called me the N-word in front of Dr. Ian. All
No,
right,
we won't be doing
$100.
No. Oh, for you?
Yeah.
I thought you meant for everybody.
No.
No,
Yeah,
this
okay,
is between
$100. $100.
$100.
That's good.
I'm gonna double it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Two-
I'm gonna put 200 on top of it.
On top of the 100?
If she wins, she gets 300. 2 from me, 1 from you.
I was liking the team dynamic better.
Because you thought you was going to benefit, but you got. If you want to join the competition.
join in?
You can
You wanna
join.
join
Yo,
it?
what's up?
I
Mike
will win.
Hughes.
Oh,
I will win.
So
Why,
what's
you
wrong
cheating?
with
You
that?
taking pills?
No. No. I'm already ahead of schedule. That's why.
no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
That's why he's saying percentages. So
Yes.
explain to everybody how percentages work.
If you weigh 100 pounds and you lose 10 pounds, you lost 10%. If you weighed 300 pounds and you lost 20 pounds, you've still lost less than 10%. The 10%er is going to win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are. That's the equalizer. This is all mathematical.
When we starting?
Let's go.
What's today?
Today is the 15th, 14th. What
Today
is
is the 12th.
12.
Talani,
But
what's
Dr.
today?
Ian, how are we going to measure the percentages that everyone has
He
an
is.
ability
No,
to?
you weigh in and weigh out.
You
But
weigh in
where?
and weigh
We
out.
got to use you got to do the weigh.
You got to take a picture and send it to Dr. Ian Smith
Of your weigh in.
of your weigh-in video and send it to him.
Yes.
I will actually win because I actually have a nutritionist. I'm actually doing this right now. And so
He
I can
talking-
send you my stats so
He
we can
talk-
start in the baseline.
He's like that.
So
He's
you
up in
could-
your face like that.
I mean,
he
so
said
if you
he
want to
just-
up the ante to 400, 500, I don't know what we want to do. And how much would you put on top of it to make it really easy and fun and competitive?
Shit, you
Yeah.
hear
He
the
don't-
real Mike
see,
Hughes
now
right there.
you're gonna see. He's trying to pull out the Ian, not the Dr. Ian.
Yeah,
he
you're
gonna
right,
pull
but
the
okay,
Ian.
yeah, yeah,
I'm in. You could bring in Mike Muse, bring your nutritionist, $250.
250.
250.
Okay.
So I like this now. It's $250 a piece up out of your pocket, and I'm gonna add $250 to the winner.
$500.
That's $500.
Yo, but Dr.
No, that's
Ian,
$750.
but my body type is a little different from theirs.
Well,
Here
we-
we go. Here we go, Dr.
Okay.
Ian.
All
Here we
right.
go,
So
Dr. Ian.
it might be a lot easier for them than
See,
it
this is
me.
why black people can't get along.
See, this is
He
it.
said percentages. He don't care about body type. He don't care about nothing. He gave the book. I'm about to
you
use
know,
the
look,
N-word now,
yeah,
Dr.
yeah,
Smith.
so it's like,
This is why we make up excuses.
See, Dr. Ian, this is why we can't win, bro.
I'm in.
Come on, Swift,
how,
let's
how
do it.
long? How long? 6
6 weeks. You got
6
time
weeks.
to do it.
Shit.
So
You can do
I
it.
say we start. Today is
Let's
April
start
12th.
Monday.
What's
Well,
Monday?
no. You know what? We should start when we come back from LA.
When you coming back?
No.
Well, when is it? When you going to LA?
In the,
The 24th.
Fourth.
No.
Monday, bro. What's
Monday.
today?
Monday.
Today is
Okay, we'll start Monday.
Why
we
we not
got. We
starting?
all got to jump on the same scale though.
in front of Dr. Ian Smith.
Are you in town Monday?
I can make sure y'all got the right scale.
Can you bring the scale?
I'll make sure y'all got the right scale.
Okay. All
we
right.
start this
Okay,
on
we
April.
good? It's
I'm good.
$500, right?
It's $500.
$250 a piece.
I tell you what.
$750.
No, I got. This is how you do it. We're gonna put it all in the kitty.
Yeah.
so
Winner
bring
takes
our
all.
money. Bring our money.
Winner takes all. Put it all in the kitty. I'm gonna put $250 on top of it. Winner takes all.
I'll put mine up now. You hold it.
Why are you trying to show off?
What we doing, bro? What we doing? So much.
It is a lot.
Right?
It's a lot right now.
Right.
We ain't answering no calls. Yo,
Hold on, man. We come back. All right, let me get one more. Let me get one more. We got Styles P. Is he here? Styles here?
Yes.
It gets real
Okay, we'll
competitive.
get him. We'll get him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get Styles P, and then we'll take a couple of calls. All right.
Sway got thrown off with the 250. Once the pot started going higher, Sway started talking about his body type.
Jay, what up, Jay? Jay in Charlotte, man.
Now
Go
we're
ahead,
doing blood
Jay.
type.
No.
Jay, go ahead, man.
Hey, what's going on, family? I miss y'all, man. Y'all are awesome.
Miss you too, brother. Heather and them
all
trying to
right.
run a racket over here, brother. I know
Don't
you
let
hear
her,
it.
don't let her do it.
I
Don't
see
let her
it.
do it.
I already
Heather,
know.
You know, I love you like I love cooked food, but you know.
Heather always trying to something. But go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Check it out, man. I'm a type 2 diabetic, right? And my doctor just put me on the Ozempic, and they say it'll make me lose weight and make me not, lose my appetite. But I'm telling you, ever since I took it, I've been on it for 2-3 weeks now, and I'm starving, man. I eat like nonstop. You know what I'm saying? And but I don't need to lose weight.
Yeah. Well,
I lost like 30 pounds being a diabetic since I've been diagnosed with it, and I'm at 185 now. My weight's just starting to come back.
so let me
I've
tell you
been
something.
eating like crazy.
Let me tell you something. You're a type 2 diabetic, so your doctor's putting you on it because you actually need it. You're not doing it for aesthetic reasons, so it's important to stick to it. Most people don't have the situation where they're actually hungrier, but there can be instances where that happens. But you have to be very careful. If you're going to eat, you still have to make sure you watch the carb intake. You know this, right?
Right. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But I'm also still taking the metformin and the glipizide.
With the Ozempic?
Yeah.
Okay, do me a favor. Hit me up on Instagram. Send me a DM at Dr. Ian Smith. Spell the doctor out, I-A-N Smith. Send me a DM so I can kind of talk to you that way, okay?
Okay, that sounds
All
good.
right.
So what's your name, Jay? So he'll know on Instagram. What's your name?
It's Jay Danger.
Okay.
Mention Sway in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
mention you, Sway.
All right,
Sway,
brother.
play at your own risk.
Play at your own. Oh, Jay, what up, baby? I see you. All right. All right. Yeah, I said thank you, man. I appreciate that. These little scam artists over here on my team. You're a
How
citizen.
much? Sway in the morning. How much? We up to $750 in my head.
Okay, James is in New
With my
York.
250 is 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
There's a total
Come
kitty of
on, let's go.
2,000.
Sway.
All right, James in New York. Let's go.
James, what's your question, man?
Oh, snap. Wow, snap. I'm on the radio? Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
bro, you on there. Jay, welcome to the show, man. What's your question, though?
What's going on? All right, for Dr. Ian Smith, question is, I just started taking one a day for men's. I'm 31. I'm like a little overweight. I just wanted to know, like, what is your view on the one a day and, like, the benefits of it? Do you still need to involve, like, physical activity with that and along with changing the eating habits and things of that nature?
Is that one a day vitamin?
Yeah, like the multivitamin that's supposed to help with like muscle health, blood pressure. I'm at work at the moment. I don't have the bottle in front of me, but it's like muscle health, bone health.
It's like a multivitamin.
Yeah. If it's
Yeah, right.
I don't know this brand in particular, but I'm gonna tell you right now, for one pill to do all those things, geez, somebody's a trillionaire.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying, it sounds too good to be true.
Right.
Let me look into it. I don't want to speak out of pocket without looking at what that is. But what you're saying to me, all those things, for one thing to do it, hit me up. I keep saying this, but if you DM me, okay, and I swear to you, I will give you.
No doubt.
I'll give you an answer at Dr. Ian Smith. Spell the doctor out, Ian Smith. DM me and I'll look it out for you and get back to you. That sounds like a lot.
That's a lot.
That sounds good.
Hey,
That sounds
James.
good.
James, you made it to the radio. You're a super citizen, brother.
Sway
That's
in the
right.
morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
All right, family.
Thanks, family.
All right. All righty. Robert in Texas, Michi in Kentucky, Bobby in Atlanta, everybody else that's calling. Hit up Dr. Ian Smith directly at
Dr. Ian Smith. Spell the doctor out, I-A-N Smith. Check out Metflex Diet. My Facebook group is also the name of the book. I do Zoom sessions for you guys. I'll give you instructions that way, do some workouts together. So I got you guys. And just say you a citizen so I know that they a citizen.
and
That's
you're a
all.
citizen. And
Yeah.
Heather, Mike Muse, and I have officially entered the Netflix challenge.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so it's money.
What's
at
our
stake.
start date?
Yeah.
Monday?
Monday.
So you
Monday.
are coming back in town.
Monday, we'll be on the same scale. It's going to be $1,000 in the kitty. It's going to be a 6-week program, and it's going to be even because it's percentage of of body
I
weight
never
loss.
thought about the percentage part.
Yeah,
Easy.
I'm not getting naked on the scale. I'm just saying.
Nobody
No.
even wants to see that.
Okay.
Nobody is getting naked, bro.
Speak for yourself, Heather.
What are you saying? But wait,
I beg to differ.
now, Dr. Ian, for those who exceed the percentages, is there
man,
a
come on.
bonus
Get outta
for
here, man.
Air Jordans? Can
Mike
we put
is
something-
taking pills. I want
This
Mike
cat
out.
is-
I'm not
Yeah,
taking
dude. Look at the hat. The hat says it all.
I'm just saying.
Mike is taking Ozempic.
Dr. Ian,
Add some
hold up.
Jordans. I'm not.
Listen. Hang out for a second,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
If you got a second.
I do.
We have Styles P coming up next.